Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing well. It's nice to see your enthusiasm when we have collected your notebooks after the assessment, and almost all of you have submitted your notebook. Good students, maintain the same enthusiasm for the learning. Inshallah, in the exams, you will get the good success if your hard work is there. It's biology for class 10, and our topic is going on how do organisms reproduce. Till now, we have completed the topic that is the asexual reproduction, and in last class we have started the sexual reproduction, and our topic is going on sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So in today's class, I am going to explain you about the reproductive part of the flower, a fast recalling of the previous topic, then what is pollination and what is fertilization and how does fertilization occur in the flowering plant. Now, in last class I explained you that the flower is a reproductive part of the plant, and reproductive parts of the flower are, as the flower has the main parts, that is the sepal, petal, stamen and carpel of stem. Sepal and petal. Sepal is the outermost part of the flower and petal is the most attractive part of the flower. But the reproductive part of the flower are stamen and carpel. Stamen is the male reproductive part, and the stamen is divided into two main parts, that is anther and filament. And pistil or carpel is the female reproductive part of the flower, and it has been divided into the three parts: stigma, style and ovary. Okay. Anther is the part of stamen and it produces the pollen, and pollen contains the male germ cells or male gametes. And carpel is the female reproductive part of the flower, and it has stigma, the broad part over here you can see here, and it is sticky on which the pollen comes and sits. Style is a long part, it's a tubular structure, it connects the stigma to the ovary. Ovary is the swollen part you can see over here, and it contains ovule, and ovule has female gametes, egg cell. Understood? So these are the reproductive parts of the flower, stamen and carpel. Now, what is pollination? As I told you that the petals are the most attractive part of the flower, and the function of the petal to attract the insects or birds or human or other organism. Okay, and it helps in pollination. So what is the mean by pollination? For the reproduction of the plant, the main important function is there, that is pollination. The process pollination should be completed. And pollination means the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma. As anther produces the pollen which contain the male sex cell, and stigma is a part of female reproductive part. Okay, so the pollen should reach to the stigma. So the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. So what is pollination? The transfer of pollen from anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. And there are the different agents by which the pollination take place. It can take place by wind or water or insects or birds, or if we are going and touching the flower, maybe the pollen can stuck to our hand, and if we are touch another flower of the same kind, maybe the pollen will reach to the stigma of another flower. So these are the different agents by which the pollination take place. Now the pollination mainly pollination is of two types. Which are the two types of pollination? Self-pollination and cross-pollination. What is self-pollination? Self-pollination means if the pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma of the same flower. Means in the same flower, if the pollen are transferred, like this is a flower which contains the female reproductive part also and male reproductive part also. So if the pollen reaches from the anther to the stigma of same flower, okay, from here to here, if the from anther to the stigma of the same flower, if the pollen are reaching or it transfer, then it is called self pollination. So if the pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma of the same flower, it is called self pollination. Okay, but if it is transferred from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower, now the flower can be of the same plant or the flower can be on another plant of the same kind. If the pollen transfer from the one flower to the another flower stigma, it is called cross pollination. And as I told you, the pollination takes place by insects, bees, water, etc. Clear, students? So what is pollination? Pollination means the transfer of pollen from anther to the stigma. It is called pollination. Self-pollination, where the pollen transfer from anther to the stigma of same flower. You can see here there is one insect sitting on the flower. So what happens when the insect are sucking the nectar of the flower? That time the pollen is stuck to their body. When the insect is going to another flower, that pollen drop over there. Okay, so in this way the insects, bird, etc. are helping in the pollination. So if the pollen transfer from anther to the stigma of same flower, it is called self-pollination. But if the pollen transfer from anther to the stigma of another flower, here you can see, then it is called cross-pollination. Understood, students? So pollination is of two types. Now the next, what happened after the pollination? After the pollination, the pollen grain transfer to the stigma of the flower. Okay, you can see over here the pollen lands on the stigma of a flower. Then the pollen start developing a tube. This tube is called pollen tube. Because why pollination is necessary? Pollination is necessary. That's why the pollen can reach to the stigma of flower, and then the fusion of the male and female gamete can take place. If it will not happen, then what would happen? The new plant will not develop. So the pollen lands on the stigma of a flower and it start developing the pollen tube. This is the pollen tube which pass through the style and then is reaching to the ovary. You can see over here. Then in ovary it release the male gametes. Here the male gametes fertilize or fuse with the female gametes or female sex cell. So the pollen grain transferred to the stigma, it produces a pollen tube which passes through the style and enters the ovary and ovule. Okay, so enters to the ovary and then ovule and then fuse with the female sex cell. So in the ovule, the male germ cells, yani male gametes, fuses with the female germ cells, that is female gametes, and form the zygote. So the process of fusion of male and female gamete, it is called fertilization. So what is fertilization? Fertilization is the process of fusion of male and female gamete, and they produce a single cell that is called zygote. Understood, students? So what is fertilization? Fertilization is the process of fusion of male and female gamete. Now, what happened in the plant after the fertilization? Okay, so after the fertilization, The zygote. Zygote is actually one single cell. It is a one single cell zygote. How it form? It is the male sex cell. It is the female sex cell. Okay, when they fuse, they form a single cell that is called zygote. Now, in this zygote, the multiple times division will take place. So, multiple time division take place in the zygote, and then the zygote divides several times and form the embryo. This zygote then convert into the embryo. Understood, students? So after fertilization, the zygote divides several times and forms the embryo. Now this embryo, it develop in this embryo, it is formed by the zygote. Then actually the female sex cell, okay, it is located in the ovule. This ovule, after the fertilization, convert into the seed, and the ovary. Okay, the ovule is located in ovary. This ovary develops into the fruit. I am explaining you again from here. After the pollination, the pollen transfer to the stigma. You can see over here the pollen sits on the stigma. Stigma is a sticky part of the female reproductive part, carpel. And then when they sit over the stigma, the pollen start developing a tube. You can see over here. Okay, and this tube is known as pollen tube. This pollen tube, through the pollen tube, the male germ cells, you can see over here, the male germ cells is coming from the pollen tube and enters into the ovary, ovary to the ovule. Clear? And here what happened? In the ovule there is the female sex cell or female germ cells are located. Here these male germ cells fuse with the female germ cells. So what happened? The fertilization take place. Now what is fertilization? Fertilization means the fusion of male and female sex cell. Okay. So the fertilization take place, and after the fertilization what is formed? Zygote. Clear? The male sex cell is a single cell, female sex cell is a single cell. They both fuse and form one single cell only. They both fuse, fusion take place, and this is called zygote. So zygote is a single cell. Afterwards what happened? After the fertilization, in the zygote, the multiple time division take place. The zygote divide multiple times, several times it divide, and it forms a lump of cell which is called embryo. So after the fertilization, the zygote develops into an embryo. Okay, and the female sex cell or the zygote is located in the ovule. This ovule, after fertilization, convert into a seed. Okay, and the seed and the ovule is located in the ovary. So after the fertilization, the ovary develops into the fruit. You can see over here the outermost, the ovary. So ovary convert into the fruit, then the ovule develop into the seed, and the zygote develop into the embryo. Embryo means the baby plant. So when we germinate the seed, what happens? The embryo will develop into a baby plant. Understood, students? Further that, what are the changes take place? What is double fertilization? I will explain you in my next class. Today, a fast recalling of the topic what I have taught you today. Today I explain you about pollination. That what is pollination? Pollination means the transfer of pollen from anther to the stigma. The transfer of pollen from anther to the stigma is called pollination. Pollination is of two types, self-pollination and cross-pollination. If the pollen transfer from anther to the stigma of same flower, it is called self-pollination. If the pollen transforms from anther to the stigma of another flower, it is called cross-pollination. Understood? Then after the pollination, the male sex cells fuse with the female sex cell, and the process of fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. Okay, and the result of fertilization is zygote. Zygote is a single cell structure which is formed by the fusion of male germ cells and female germ cells. After fertilization, this zygote divides several times and forms the embryo. So what are the changes after fertilization take place in ovary or in the flower of the plant? The ovary converts into the fruit, the ovule converts into the seed, and the zygote converts into an embryo, means a baby plant. So if you are eating an apple, actually you are eating the ovary of an apple flower. Understood, students? So I hope you understood till the fertilization. Further topic in the next class. Remain connected to the learning process. Have a blessed week ahead.